Hello Pisces, and welcome to your May 2017 Tarot Scope reading with me, Lara Lee. So I welcome you all back. Welcome back to my sacred space here. I'm going to be delivering messages to you today through tarot, as well as channeled messages as well. They come through quite often. To start off, I'm going to be reading from my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And the Addict Guidance card this month is going to be coming from Doreen Virtue, Saints and Angels. I use this deck so often because it's one of my favorite. It has such lovely messages. The images are nice. And as everybody knows, I'm quite fond of the Saints and Angels. So, let's get started. To start off, when I was doing your reading, I heard something from Spirit saying that this will be your month of waves of prosperity. I made sure that I wrote it down because sometimes I forget. That's why I carry around a notebook with me. So when Spirit says something, I can write it down and come back to it later. But this is going to be your month where you'll be experiencing waves of prosperity, abundance of all types. So it's going to be a great month for you, Pisces. Let's start off, shall we? The very first card I pulled for you is the King of Cups. I don't know if you can see that with the glare. The King in tarot symbolizes authority. He also symbolizes a mature male over the age of 26. Okay? And the Cup suit is a very emotional suit. It represents all of our emotions, obviously, but it also, to me, symbolizes life because all life comes from the water that overflows from the cup. You know the phrase, my cup overrunneth? That always makes me think of life, birth, happiness, love, all those good things. So essentially the cup suit symbolizes our hearts. That's a good way of saying that, yeah. So it represents our hearts, and it's also a representation of the water signs, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So this is a very water sign card. Now, the King of Cups is a very kind, mature male. He is very compassionate. He has balanced yin and yang, which are the feminine and masculine energies that everyone possesses. It's just, sometimes life throws our balance off. Okay, so sometimes you might have more yang energy than you will yin. I know I tend to have a little more yang energy than yin most times because I'm a doer. I do. I'm hands-on. So over the past several years, I've had to work on integrating my yin energy, building it up so that I can receive. Because the masculine energy is to give and to do. The feminine energy is just to let things happen, let things come to you. So this is somebody who's got very balanced energy. He's very grounded, but he thinks and feels deeply. He's definitely in touch with his feelings. Now, when this card comes into play, for the Lady Pisces people out there, if you're single and looking, this is a good sign that a very mature man who is well evolved and can accurately express his emotions will be coming into your life. Or this could be somebody that's already in your life that you're not quite picking up on yet. Like you kind of thought of them, oh, they're a good friend, but you never took the time to look at him in a romantic sense. That could be that. For men, this could be a representation of yourself or the energies that will be integrating into your being for the month of May. So in the month of May, your energies are going to really balance out and you're going to be able to think deeply on your feelings and how you feel, and the need to express your feelings is real. Okay, Pisces? I love the King of Cups card. To me, I just feel like it's such a well-grounded man, like he's very mature and authoritative. He knows what he's doing, but he's not afraid to really say how he feels. And that's something that not just men, like people in general struggle with these days. They don't really have the confidence to express themselves. With me, I will express myself until I am blue in the face. I've gotten over that issue, and I just feel like life is too short. Don't waste it being afraid to say how you feel. Okay, so the center of this spread is a major arcana card, and like I always say, the major arcana cards are very powerful, potent cards. They don't have a suit, they stand singularly, and they're just very potent. So the center of the spread is the Temperance card. Let me get up close. You see this angel again with the cup suit being emotions, our heart, how we express ourselves, life in general. You see this stream here, again, water and the sun rising. Now, the Temperance card is about, again, balance. Okay, the King of Cups having balanced yin and yang energy. He knows when he needs to do something, and he knows when he needs to receive. He knows when to express himself. He's in touch with his feelings. Again, this card is about balance. It's also about patience, moderation, harmony, which also goes hand in hand with balance, resolution to issues that have been weighing on you, partnership, excellent cooperation, new ideas, creative work. This card is also in association with your heart chakra. How appropriate, considering that it's holding, well, I shouldn't say it's, this angel is holding two cups that can be symbolized two people or two separate things coming together to make one, but it's definitely revolving around your emotions and your life force energy. And then again, cups again. Okay, so this is in relation to your heart chakra. A lot of you will be going through heart chakra upgrades, as well as purging of blocks, things that once held you back and kept you from being in touch with your feelings and expressing your feelings. Okay, for many of you, you will be expressing what you've held inside your heart chakra for a long time, or maybe it was a little bit of time, but you're going to be letting a lot of that out. The angels that are in association with this card, if you should find that you need help finding balance within your life or your emotions, would be Raphael, Shamuel, and Ariel. So you can just say a prayer like, yo, Shamuel, I need you to hook me up and help me get this out of my heart chakra. I'm nervous. Or however you want to say it. Keep it real, just because they're angels doesn't mean that you have to say things a certain way. Of course, you always want to be respectful and courteous, and you want to thank them at the end, but they know that you're human. Like when I talk to my archangels that I work with, I say, hey man. I do this all the time with A.A. Michael too. I'm like, hey man, my back really hurts. I think I have something there. Can you pull that out for me? Which I literally did that this morning. But keep it real, but always be respectful. And you can ask them to help you with this card. From an astrological standpoint, this card represents Sagittarius. So Sagittarius men and women, and this could be a situation revolving around a Sagittarius person where you need to express feelings to a Sagittarius person, or you need them to express feelings to you, or let me think here. Something that happened during a Sagittarius season, but it's definitely the main theme of this spread here. A lot of things coming up about your emotions and your need for balance and expression, Pisces. All right, so let's move on to the last card. Can't believe we're already on the last card already. Seven of Pentacles. Now, the seven in tarot symbolizes faith. Pentacle suit is about earth matters, obviously money and finances, because it's coin shaped, as you can see. It's there we go, coin shaped. And it's also about obviously career and work. Now in the reverse position, this is saying that even though it's in reverse, you're still going to be seeing some returns on investments and receiving some of the fruits of your labor. As you can see in the upright, you see this guy, he planted this Pentacles plant a long time ago, and he tended to it. He made sure the soil was right. He made sure it had enough food and water and sunlight. He took great care of it because it's something he cares about, okay? And in the reverse position, it's saying that even though it's still reversed, you're still going to see it. You know, it's just a little bit hazy right now. You can't see how many fruits it's going to bear. This is about having faith that you know you will get all of the fruits from this plant that you want and that you need. If that makes sense. You have to just trust. Like you're seeing, okay, so you're seeing like this much fruit on your bush. Okay, and you're like, oh man, I don't know if it's going to work out. But you have to have faith that all the rest of this is going to show up. I hope I made sense with that. But it's also about getting clear about what success looks like to you and where you wish to go in the future. So when this card pops up, I really want you to think, where do you want to go with this situation? Okay? What is success with this situation going to look like to you? What are your long-term goals? I myself, and I am severely goal-oriented. I always make like a major goal, and I make several little goals that lead up to my major goal. I don't know how to be any other way. I've been that way since high school. And you know, I feel like everybody should have a large goal in their life and little goals. So this is like, you have to ask yourself, what is your large goal for life from this situation? What is your main goal? Okay. And then I want you to stop and think and make out like little goals that lead up to that major goal. And then have faith that all of this is going to show up. Very important, Pisces. I also made a note down here when I was shuffling that Spirit had said to me, and I wrote it in a quote so that I knew that it came from Spirit. Because sometimes I make like little notes and things of things I think about when I see this. But they said it's time to clearly and accurately express your feelings. Oh yeah, that's pretty much this whole read. Don't be afraid, as they will pay off for you positively. There's nothing to fear. So that was a direct message that came in from Spirit when I shuffled these. So again, your emotions. Practice. I know that sounds corny, like who wants to sit there and practice saying what they want to say or doing what they want to do? But really, it pays off. You know, you got to kind of like pep yourself up. I do that sometimes. I tell myself, I got this. Come on, we're a beast. Let's do it. You know, but practice. There's nothing to worry about, but it's easy to say that. Anybody can say that, you know, especially when they're not the one doing it. But from my personal experience, once I started doing it and practicing, it got easy, and now I don't have a problem saying how I feel. I'm able to say it confidently. So pep yourself up, Pisces. You got this. You don't want to bottle those emotions up. So I know you guys are going to laugh, but the added guidance card is the emotions card. Very, very powerful emotions for you this month that need to be dealt with. You need to vent them outward. You need to journal. You need to write. You need to say what you want to say. This boggles me. But then again, you know, I'm different. I'm a fire sign, so I'm like very passionate. I say whatever all the time, which, you know, sometimes is not that great, but, you know, life is too short to bottle all that up. Just let it out, Pisces. You got this, okay? I'm giving you encouragement, sending you good vibes, and I'm giving you a big hug. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that you can get past this little block that you might be experiencing, and I hope to see you next month. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, later, Pisces.